When working with a raw file, you can make selective adjustments. Here's how. I'll click Auto to get the basic adjustment correct, and then start to play with things like the contrast, and I'll recover the highlights to really bring out the clouds. That's looking pretty good, but the clouds just aren't as active as I'd like. I'll go ahead and choose the Adjustment brush and choose to add a new adjustment. You'll see that we have the brush preview there. Pressing the right bracket key makes it bigger, left bracket smaller. If you hold down the Shift key and click, you could play with the softness of the brush. Shift left bracket will make a very hard brush, Shift right bracket softens the brush. That looks pretty good. I've got a nice gentle sized brush there. And what I want to do is pull down the exposure a bit and increase the saturation and clarity as I stroke. At the bottom here, I'm going to choose Auto Mask and to show my mask, and I'll make that a color so it easily stands out. Now as I paint, you'll see how it detects the edges, and it makes it easy to just brush over the strokes, and it'll adjust. If you get an area you don't want, you could easily subtract as well. So that looks pretty good. Let's do left bracket for a smaller brush and really get in there for some of that detail. There we go. I'll hold down the Option key to subtract, and I could paint away the details that got accidentally selected there. That's pretty good. Add in a little bit of the sky up there, and Alt Paint if I get something I don't want. That looks good. I'll uncheck Show Mask, and now we can adjust the overall look. Notice I could change the color temperature of the sky, and I could adjust the tinting, play with the shadows and the highlights to really get the type of clouds I want, and the overall saturation. If I uncheck Preview, you could see the before and after, and that selective adjustment definitely works. I'll typically turn off Auto Mask and then go ahead and use the Add command. This will allow me to gently paint, and I could work on the transition areas. If you get something you don't want, just choose Undo, or take advantage and make a new stroke. The old settings will be loaded, except you can go ahead and adjust the density. Now as you paint, you can get lighter, gentler strokes, and you could blend those tough to blend edges in a little bit more. There you go. That's looking pretty good. And you see how we can create several new strokes to make a smoother blend. All right, that's selective adjustments in Camera Raw. We'll revisit the Camera Raw dialog box a lot more in upcoming videos.